Hello friends, in this video we are discussing about causes and effects of dampness. Let us discuss about damp proofing. Now, what is dampness? Dampness is the presence of hygroscopic or gravitational moisture. Dampness is nothing but the presence of moisture. Many times we have seen on the walls, external walls, or the internal walls of your bathroom WC, we get this patch, the wet patch. That is nothing but dampness. It is nothing but the presence of moisture in it. Buildings should remain dry or free from moisture traveling through wall, roof, and floors. Generally, this will get travel through wall because of rain or roof or the floors. Dampness gives unhygienic condition apart from reducing in strength of structural components. It will give the unhygiene because of dampness. We know it will create the fungi or it will give a faulty smell also, and because of which the strength of your components of building like wall or beam or column will get reduced. Provision of damp proof causes prevent the entry of moisture in the building. So as we know, at the time of construction only we are providing damp proof courses. This damp proofing will not allow the water or the moisture to get in contact with your building materials. Now let us talk about what are the causes of dampness, why it is happening. First, moisture rising up the walls from ground. This is known as capillary action. As we know, under the ground there is a water level. Water is present under the ground. This water tries to get up. This is known as what? Capillary rise. And if damp proofing is not provided at your floor level, it will get in contact with wall, and through the cracks in wall it will try to go upward. Second, all structures are founded on soil. As we discussed, if the soil is pervious, as the cracks are there, moisture constantly travels to it, as we can see. Even in the impervious soil also, lot of soil moisture may be present if the soil is impervious also, but soil itself has some amount of moistures. This moisture rise up into the wall and floor through capillary action. As we have already discussed, this is known as capillary action. It will travel to the wall. Groundwater rise also result in moisture entry into the building through walls. In some cases, this groundwater also get rise up to your ground level or beyond it, and because of which also the water or the moisture will enter the walls. Second cause is rain travel through wall tops. Now wall is covered with the roof. Suppose there are the crack or some pores are present, what will happen? The rainwater will enter through these walls and will travel downwards. If the wall tops are not properly protected from the rain penetration, rain will enter the wall and will travel down. As we can see in this figure, it will start going downwards. Leaking roofs will also permit water to enter. Sometimes water, there are cracks in your roof, and through which this rainwater will percolate and start leaking. Third is condensation. Due to condensation of atmospheric moisture, water is deposited on the walls, floors, and ceiling, over which the droplets of the moisture will form because of condensation. This moisture causes dampness, and this moisture, because they are present over there, will cause dampness after some time. Rain beating against external wall. As we know, generally the external walls will take all the amount of rain water. Heavy showers of rain may beat against the external faces of the walls, and if the walls are not properly treated, Moisture will enter the wall causing dampness because of continuous action on external wall of wind and rain. It will create some pores, and through this pores the moisture will enter to your walls. The moisture will enter the wall and cause the dampness in the interior sides. It will enter through external walls and will cause dampness in your internal sides. If balconies and chhajja projection do not have the proper slope, water will accumulate on this. As we know, we generally provide the chhajjas at the outer side of your balcony, and we have to give the proper slope to it. If the proper slope is not given, what will happen? The water will accumulate on this floors and will enter the walls to their junction. From here it will start entering the wall, and moisture will completely damage the interior paints of the wall. The interior wall will get completely damaged. Many a times we have seen, we are going for where we are spending a lot of money in interior on your false ceiling or interior wall for paints, but if your external walls are leaky, then how much amount we are spending on interior, it will get waste because of this dampness. So we have to provide the proper shape, and we have to treat our external walls first before treating our internal walls. Now, what are the effects of dampness? The following are some ill effects of entry of dampness. First, dampness gives rise to breeding of mosquitoes and create unhealthy conditions. As we know, the mosquitoes are breed or get birth on the damp surfaces, so it will create very unhealthy condition for living. Travel of moisture on wall causes unsightly patches. As we have already discussed, if you have a wall, because of moisture dampness, it will create such patches over it, and these patches, the paint will fall down from this patches and it will give very ugly look to your wall. It may cause softening and crumbling of plasters. Sometimes we have seen no plaster also come out with this patch, and this will give you a soft feeling if you touch it. Wall decoration or paints is damaged. Obviously, the paint will get damaged. The powder form, it will fall down continuously. Continuous presence of moisture in wall may cause fluorescence, which result in disintegration of bricks, stones, and tiles. Because of fluorescence, what will happen is will disintegrate. The strength of your brick, stones, of tiles will get reduced, and they will create the cracks and very ugly look. These are the effects of dampness. Then flooring gets loosened due to reduction in adhesion when moisture enters through the floor. A simple example, if we have to get the paver blocks, we have seen the paver block. Because in rainy season, because of the presence of water over them, what happened? The material between get loosened, and this paver blocks get loose, and then we have the potholes in it. Same will happen in your floorings. Your tiles will get loosened, and one of the tiles will get out, and it will disturb whole flooring systems. That is all is caused because of dampness only, presence of moisture. Timber fittings such as your doors, windows, etc., coming in contact with damp wall, damp floors get deteriorated because of wrapping action. So your timber fittings will also get deteriorated. Then electrical fittings get deteriorated, given rise to leakage of electricity and danger of shock circuits. Many of them we have seen this. Shock circuit take place because of dampness. In the rainy season, we have mostly seen the rain enters to your walls and your electric lines are in the walls only. If there is some leakage in electricity, and it will result in the shock circuits. Then floors covering are damaged. We provide the floor coverings in the form of tiles, or we are providing some sort of floorings. It will get damaged because of your dampness. Sometimes ceiling also, if we are providing a wallpaper to your ceiling, it will also get damaged because of water coming from ceiling or from the floor and walls. That is nothing but dampness. Then dampness promotes and accelerates growth of termites. as we have discussed already. Dampness breeds germs of diseases like tuberculosis, then some diseases extra which cause because of water or dampness. Then moisture causes rusting and corrosion of metal fittings. As we provide many fittings, also if there are the crack in beam or column, the water will travel through it, and the reinforcement we are using for the construction also get corrode because of this. And this whole thing will ultimately result in poor strength of structure, and the structure will get deteriorated, and the lifetime of the structure will get reduced. In this video, we have seen what are the causes of dampness and what are the effects of which we have to avoid the dampness. Thank you.